Hello, let's do Wordle number 954. And today's theme is skiing. I didn't have much to talk about with skiing, so I did a little bit of research into history, and it's quite interesting. So I thought I'd hit some bullet points for you at least. I'm certainly not a ski historian, so this is going to be just scratching the surface and giving you some things maybe to think about or to look into yourself if it interests you. So skiing originated at least 5,000 years ago in Scandinavia and Russia. And it was basically just a practical means of transportation during winter. In terms of evidence of this, there is the rock caverns in Alta, which is in Norway. And it depicts figures on skis, which is pretty awesome. And then the oldest physical ski discovered, which I'm going to butcher this name, the Kalvtraskskiden. I don't know. I'll put the name on screen. But it dates back to 3200 BCE, which is pretty amazing. In terms of the sort of spread and adoption of skiing, it was actually adopted by various militaries, notably Scandinavian ones, to move troops through snowy terrains. And actually, the biathlon, which is a sport which combines skiing and shooting, has its roots in military training exercises. So that's pretty cool. And then the big shift happened in the 19th century from Sondre Norheim. And he's often considered the father of skiing. He introduced new skiing techniques, which made it more enjoyable and sporty. I'm sure among many other reasons that he's called the father of modern skiing. And then finally, the biggest advancement in skiing probably was the invention of the ski lift in the early 20th century, which transformed mountains into ski resorts and made skiing more accessible to the broad masses. Additionally, the Olympics started including skiing in the winter of 1924 in France. So all of those things sort of led to where we are now, where skiing is a popular and enjoyable winter sport in various mountain communities around the world. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Skiing has a long, rich history to it, which I wasn't aware of until I looked into it just now. So thought maybe you would enjoy that too. So that was kind of short, but that's okay. I've been having some longer rants recently, and this will be a shorter one. But also a little preview, my daily games video is, I think, almost 2 hours long today. So I just got done recording that, and then I went in to research this. So luckily it's Sunday when I'm recording this, but still trying to save a little bit of time. Anyway, let's do the Wordle. So for the Wordle, the theme of skiing, Gabrielle suggested I start with snowy and slope, hopefully for obvious reasons. Okay, well, are we an ELLY trap? So there's jelly, right? Jelly. There's belly. Is that it? I thought the ELLY trap had more to it, but honestly, jelly is really fun. And if that's the answer and I get it in 3, I'm going to be very happy. It is not jelly. It's not even the LE trap. In fact, it's LE something something Y. Ooh, okay. So maybe something like leaky. I don't know why, but leaky feels like we've had it before, but maybe not. It's really hard to remember. What else could it be? Levy would be crazy. I think that's a word. Unless it's levy like this. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to go with leaky, but I think there's leery as well. Double E. It's hard to think what I want to try here. I'd like to do at least one more hard mode guess before I resort to a filler if there's a lot of options. So what have I thought of? I've thought of leaky, thought of wait, I don't think leaky like that. Like a vegetable, like the leaky. Anyway, leery. I don't think leery like that's a word, but I think leery for that for sure is like that. So leaky, leery. So I have this issue, which is that the 3 words I've thought of have nothing in common with each other. And I don't know, is like leggy. I think leggy's a word, but I don't know if it would be an answer, but like someone with long legs. Is there something with a T or I don't know, because I think we've had leaky before. I'm thinking about trying leery. And R is a pretty common letter, although at this point I'm not sure it matters. So I'm a bit leery of this guess, but I'm gonna guess it anyway. Okay. I think I have to do a filler at this point. So I'm thinking leaky and levy. And I'm not sure what else I would want to include. I mean, I could do something simple like knave, and that would tell me the K, the A, and the V. But what if it's something I haven't thought of? Be ashamed to lose again. I thought of leggy, but I don't think the answer is going to be leggy. What else could it be? There's so many letters left. It doesn't help that Snowy Slope had the repeated S and O. Although, to be honest, I've done way worse starts. Jelly probably wasn't the best guess, but I just thought that would be super fun. I could do vodka, which still gets that KA that I want to check for leaky. And it checks the V for levy, but it also includes a D just in case, which is much better than the other guess, whatever I was thinking about before. So let's do vodka as a filler. It's something I didn't think of, and now we're kind of in danger territory. What could it be? It's not LEE or LEA. So if we used another vowel, it would be LEI. I didn't think of leafy, but it's not leafy, luckily, because there's no A. I feel like we've had leafy before. Yeah, I don't know. It's not leery, or it's not leaky. Actually, that was good that I included the K along with the A, because that would have given me leafy if it was. But I feel like we've had leafy. Anyway, what is it? It's not leggy. There's got to be something other than leggy. I would lose if I guessed leggy. I'm pretty sure. If I have to, I will. But okay, LEU? Something Y? Really doesn't look good. LEI something Y. Limey, Libby, Lifey, Legy? No. It really feels like I'm going to have to do two consonants here, because we're certainly not doing IY or UY. That's just not a thing. There's not another E. There's not another L. These are all good things to know. There could be another Y, but I don't really see how that would actually work at this point. So the only word I've thought of so far is leggy. Imagine if it is leggy after I've just been bashing it this entire time. I mean, I think lemmy might be a word too, but I don't see how that would be an answer. I'm not going to try it for sure. Okay, let's think really hard about what letters are left. It's not going to be lecky like that. Okay. Letty, no. Letfy, letky, lethy, no. Lesy, let's see. I'm pretty convinced that we can't do a T third. Let's look at the vowels. This doesn't look good either. I'm going to look at everything because I feel like I'm just not visualizing the correct answer at this point. Leafy is like Leif Erikson. If you're like Leif Erikson, you're leafy. Leeby, I'm sorry about this, but I really am paranoid. I'm on my last guess. Lefty. Ooh. Someone who's left-handed, a lefty. That's my top contender at this point. I'm not at the point where I'm like, well, it's definitely on the answer list, so let's just do it. I don't remember getting lefty before, but it's not necessarily something I would remember. It's not that notable. No. Lecky? Lecty? All right. I think it is lefty. I'm going to close my eyes. I haven't done this in years, but I'm going to close my eyes. It was leggy? Oh my god, are you kidding me? They made the answer leggy? I mean, at least my streak wasn't very large. They made the answer leggy. I mean, you were here. I thought of leggy ages ago, but why would the answer be leggy? I think lefty was a more reasonable guess. I don't regret guessing lefty. I might regret jelly, but yeah, anyway. I think vodka was a really good filler, but there were just too many options left. I think I had to have not done leery. I think I would have had to done 2 fillers to really rule out all of the possible options. But I hadn't thought of all of these options beforehand, so I kind of ruled out leggy. If I had thought leggy was possible, I might have included a G in a filler. Yeah, I'm just trying to do analysis to see what I could have done differently. The only other thing would be if I thought of options that had already been answers and I just didn't realize they were already answers, but we're almost at 1,000 things that have been answers. Like, there's no way to remember 1,000 words that have been answers before, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, well, I think I'm not the only casualty today. I'll be interested to see how other people do. I think getting the G is going to be extremely important in this one. If you just happen to have a G early on, then you're probably going to get leggy eventually. But if you just have the LEY like I do, there are so many options. there's gonna be casualties for that. So it really comes down to, did you get the G or not? Who thinks of leggy, and then after thinking of leggy goes, oh yeah, that's totally something the New York Times would make the answer for Wordle. Like, it barely feels like a word. Okay. Anyway, that's enough coping. Let's spin the wheel of themes here. Board games. All right. Pete Hall suggested a board games theme. So 2 words related to board games in some way. And of course, if you enjoyed watching me fail, maybe you enjoyed my ski lecture, my ski rant, my ski history lesson, or maybe you enjoyed watching me fail. But either way, if you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below?